What's going on, Lake fans? I appreciate you guys tuning in. Here at the arena, about 14 hours after the game ended, post game show after the post game show. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. We got lots to get into. Lots to get into. So, Lakers obviously lose to the Denver Nuggets. Final score tonight. Is that scoreboard annoying? Should I not? Should I change my angle here because of the scoreboard? I can't tell. I thought I wanted everything in the background. Not. I don't know if I do. Um, anyways, long story short, Lakers lose the damn game. Post game show after the post game show made it interesting there towards the end. So I'm gonna give the credit. I'm gonna give the Lakers some credit for that. I'm also gonna try to move some stuff while I'm doing the show, so I can try to get the angle to be a little bit better. Okay, so the a lot of stuff to get into. We're gonna talk about the we'll talk about the actual game. We'll spend some time talking about. I know some people want to talk about the starting lineup. We'll spend some time on the Lakers' awful defense to start off the game, basically for three quarters, and then having a freaking chance to win the game. Lakers almost won that game. Lakers had an opportunity literally to win that game, which did not seem like that was an opportunity by any stretch of the imagination, at least through the first three quarters. So we'll spend some time on that. Some people want to complain about Bron's three. Some people want to complain about Darvin Ham. Um, I'd like to complain that I'm starving and I haven't eaten dinner yet. Well, I technically ate dinner, but it was a small portion, so I'm really looking forward to having dinner later. Okay, save that for another day. Um, I do want to give everyone a heads up. I have absolutely no idea if somebody's going to tell me, "Hey, brother, the game ended 34 hours ago. You got to get the hell out of here." So this could end at any time. I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. See what we got here. We were in a hole first quarter, second was a mess, second half was great, but it's hard to be positive. We really need to steal home court. I'm sick. You are in Pepsi Center. For those who've been a part of the show for a long time, Pepsi Center has definitely come up in roll call in the past. Alan, I'm sick. This is terrible. I blame Ham's starting lineup. So people obviously got some thoughts on this loss. So, all right, let me talk about the game real quick. I'll talk about the game and then I'll read some of your guys' comments. If you guys would like to throw in any super chats, I'll obviously get to those as well. 132, 126, the final score. First off, um, Lakers to start this game were so bad in rebounding. They almost exclusively lost the game to just strictly rebounding. I think at one point it was 22-6 rebounding advantage for the Denver Nuggets. It was like 10-1 offensive rebound. So Lakers in that first half they were awful. They were getting out rebounded. The Nuggets were doing anything that they wanted. I'm going to spend a little time specifically on the Nuggets here for a quick second because I think this will tell some of the story. The Lakers got here to the Western Conference Finals for there's a couple reasons, but me personally, I think the main reason was play defense. They get stops. That's their identity. That's who they are. If the Lakers are, if it's a close game, they're going to get stops. They're going to find ways to get to the free throw line, and the Lakers are probably going to end up winning the game. If they got the offense going and the offense is clicking, then forget about it because the Lakers are going to get stops. Against the Golden State Warriors, Lakers, 3 out of the last 4 games that the Lakers played the Warriors, all wins, 3 of the 4. They gave up 98 points, 101, 101. Lakers play defense. That's why they're here. That's why we're in Denver right now, taking on the number 1 seed, the Denver Nuggets. Lakers didn't play a lick of defense in the first half. In the first 3 quarters of the game, they gave up 37 points, 35 points, 34 points. That's not Lakers basketball. So I know there's going to be some bitching and complaining. I know there's going to be complaining about Darvin Ham. I know there's going to be complaining about LeBron. I know there's going to be complaining about D'Angelo Russell, all these guys. I know there's going to be complaining. That comes with the territory. However, what I want to remind a lot of Laker fans out there is the Lakers win games because they play defense. They don't win games and they give up 132 points. Can I, for somebody who said they were sick earlier, I'm going to throw some stats your way. That's not going to make you feel any better. The Denver Nuggets, 6 guys in double figures. All 5 of the guys were in all 5 of the starters were in double figures, plus Bruce Brown that came in off the bench. Nobody shot worse than 50%. Or I guess Aaron Gordon shot 4 of 9. So one guy shot worse than 50%. But everybody else was 50% or over. That's not how the Lakers win. So I did see a lot of positives there towards the end, but let's just be real with each other. The Denver Nuggets owned 42 minutes of this game. And then the final 6 minutes became very interesting. That it was 14 and then it was 11. And then it's like, wait a minute, before you know, is it down to single digits? It's down to 9. And then it's down to 7. It's down to 6. Get it all the way down to 3. The Lakers obviously made it a game, but they made it a game because they were getting stops. Denver stopped playing their flow of offense. Lakers made some changes. They put Rui Hachimura on Joker, which was so odd that just kind of threw everything off for them, but it did. AD was just kind of lurking in the background, guarding Aaron Gordon, and saying, "Well, I don't got to worry about Aaron Gordon's shot, so I'm just going to sit right here in the paint." And Joker, if you find a way to get past Rui, I'm right behind him. Now you got to shoot over both of us. And Joker was having a lot of trouble with that. Ended up with 5 turnovers. So by the time the Lakers made it a game, part of it was they were running out of time, and the other part of it was, you could say that there was some mistakes that they made. But I think bigger than anything else, they just dug themselves such a hole that by the time they came back, they had zero margin for error. Every shot had to be on point. I mean, even Denver, the shot Joker hit at the end of the third quarter, incredible three. Jamal Murray hit one, I think, end of the shot clock over LeBron, incredible three. KCP, Michael Porter Jr., all these guys were hitting amazing shots. Do you have confidence that the Denver Nuggets are going to do that again in the upcoming game? So that's one thing that I do look at. For me, it's just if your squad isn't playing enough defense, then the chances of you being in a game is going to be really tough. With all that being said, the Lakers weren't in the game. How the hell were they in the game? They were in the game. So the fact that we're sitting here and we could complain about, oh my gosh, this final possession, the Lakers missed a golden opportunity, whatever the case is, that's incredible that they were even in the game. And part of that, I credit the Lakers defense, and then I also blame the Denver Nuggets for doing what a lot of teams do, where they just stop playing offense and they're trying to work the clock out, rather run the clock out rather than just trying to win the game. Okay, read a couple of your comments here. First quarter, shaking my head. Also felt like you're right. The Nuggets were freaking making everything, everything. That to me was incredibly impressive from the Denver Nuggets. They hit everything. I'm gonna find a couple more of these. Lakers in 5. No hate on KCP. Has my respect. I liked Rui on Joker, but I'm bummed we revealed it this game. Joker will come up with a way to adjust. Okay, and then follow that comment with Mike Malone is a good enough coach to make that adjustment. I heard somebody in post-game show number 1. This is post-game show number 2. By the way, with these noise canceling, AirPods, the headphones come on. I have no idea if anybody's behind me. Every time I hear like they're cleaning up back here, I hear somebody just take a bag out to like throw some trash out. I feel like it's right next to me. I feel like I'm getting kicked out. I don't know what that was going on. Anyways. Somebody called in a post game show number 1. This is post game show number 2. Somebody said, "Hey, I wish the Lakers," basically said, "I wish the Lakers didn't come back and they stayed blown out so that they could have got some rest and that they wouldn't have given up that piece here to show that an adjustment that the Lakers were going to make, that they held that on for game 2." I couldn't disagree more. And there's a couple reasons why I couldn't disagree more. One of the reasons why I can't disagree more is the fact that you played all the way through. I know maybe I know there's certain games strategically, I get it, get your starters out, but it was always close enough to where it was too early to get your starters out, number 1. And number 2, if you think you're going to lose game 1, it's game 1. Can you work on trying to figure out, all right, are there some things that we can use and learn for game 2? And the Rui thing might be one of those things that the Lakers learned. Or how about this? How about start playing more physical with the Denver Nuggets, because that's who you are. You muddy the water, and they're a finesse team. And how much did that fourth quarter also show that, wait a minute, the Denver Nuggets didn't look like they didn't bury the Lakers. They allowed the Lakers to stay in the game, and they allowed the Lakers to make a run back. What kind of information can you use for that in game 2? I think all those things are important. So I am definitely, definitely not under the mindset of, you know what, let the game go. You lost game. Your game one. It's not your night. Just start resting everybody, and unfortunately, not learn more than you potentially can by playing a lot of these guys. So, or by trying different lineups or trying different defensive lineups or whatever the case is. I think the Lakers learned a lot tonight. I think they could actually walk away and say, okay, hey, we lost. We lost because of the first half. We lost because we didn't play defense. We might have lost because of the starting lineup, but we're going to learn from those and we'll be ready for game two. So that's something to keep in mind right there. All right, let's see some of these comments here. Nuggets confidence has to be shook. No way Braun can recover in 2 days at altitude. Laker fans, sometimes, um, sometimes, people talk about the players in the altitude. How about me? Here I am doing a 4-quarter game over there as well and the post game show. You don't think halfway through the third quarter, I started getting winded. And I looked at the stat guy and I said, I don't know if I could go. And he said, Slee, we need you. And I chugged a bottle of water and I went. So the fact that no one's talking about the elevation with me is so disrespectful. Slee, you acting suspicious, looking left and right. You're not wrong, by the way. I keep looking left and right. I'm like, what's going on here? Somebody say my name. Somebody say I have to leave. Is there anybody even left? There's a few people doing some TV down there. A few people doing some TV. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, I want to actually go to one of these comments about Nuggets being shook a little. Here's another one. Nuggets escaped. Got to be honest with you guys. For a team that was the number one seed in the Western Conference and had a 21-point lead at home, had this place rocking. Really, really good home crowd. They got a good home crowd. By the way, there's a ton of Laker fans as well, but they got a really, really good home crowd. Had this place rocking. They're up 21. Look at the numbers Joker is putting up in this game. 34 points, 14 rebounds, or 21 rebounds and 14 assists. By the way, he's a freaking video game. 14, 21, and 14. Only missed 5 shots, 12 of 17 from the field. Jamal Murray had 31. KCP had 21. Bruce Brown had 16 off the bench. Michael Porter Jr. had 15 and 10. Here's why I mention all this. The Golden State Warriors did all of that, and it's a one-possession game at home, game one, with 45 seconds left to go. It's a 3-point game. Come on now. You can't tell me that the Denver Nuggets didn't walk into that locker room saying, we got a little lucky here. And on top of that, they got lucky that the clock ran out. And on top of that, there's also probably this, we got to beat these guys 3 more times. So we'll see how the Nuggets respond. I mean, they're still the Denver Nuggets, but I also, to be frank with you, and I'll talk about game 2 here in just a second, kind of feel like, all right, let's go to game 2. I'll take my chances with the Los Angeles Lakers in game 2. A couple more of these comments here. None of your business, bro. I don't know yet, actually. All I know, everything's closed. What's for dinner, Slee? A lot of these dinner questions. Joker's unreal. Okay. Somebody saying, man, D'Lo was a no-show tonight. I put up a video on Twitter after the game. At Alan Sliwa. You could also do at Alan Sliwa on Instagram. I put up a video. D'Lo was out here shooting around after the game. So D'Lo was going out of his way to get some shots up. I saw some people in the comments saying, D'Lo, stop shooting shots. How about you slide your feet on defense? Why don't you work on that post game? Okay, everybody relax here. D'Lo was working on his game. So just so you guys know, he was out here shooting around. He was out here with Max Christie, and then Malik Beasley was out here as well, getting some shots up. All right, let me a couple more here. Slee, I like Rui matchup with Joker. What do you think? So I think something that's underrated about Rui Hachimura, who had a really good game tonight. He had 16, 17 points. Reeves had a good game tonight. Offensively, the Lakers didn't have problems tonight. Didn't get enough stops on defense. But AR, appreciate the super chat. And to answer your question here real quick, The matchup with Joker, Rui does not get enough credit for how strong he is. Rui's a strong dude. Rui's got a really, really nice basketball frame. It almost looks a little bit like maybe not as thick as Kawhi, not as tall as Giannis, but he's got a great basketball body. So with that being said, um, I think what Rui can do is push Joker out a little bit further and it allows Anthony Davis to roam a little bit, play a little bit free safety. Um, but I will say if I'm the Denver Nuggets and I see that you're going to put Rui on Joker, I'm putting 4 shooters in. And I'm basically saying, okay, well, if you're going to play Rui with Joker, either Joker's going to go one on one with him or AD is going to try to help. And I'm going to have 4 shooters on the floor and I'm going to find some shooters. I didn't understand why they had Aaron Gordon in the game in that situation, just simply because I know that they'd be giving something up on the other side, but they needed buckets. And I thought they would go a little bit smaller and try to just find shooters around Joker. All right. Ref killed us. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think there's possessions for both teams where things can happen. Bargain shopper, he better prove it. Game 2. I'm assuming that is for D'Angelo Russell. Bargain shopper, she tends to go at people. You know what I mean? Like if she's not happy with somebody's play, or she's going after like the Clippers or something, she's kind of got a little ruthlessness to her. All right, I'm just joking. All love there. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to get into real quick here. I want to get into the starting lineup real quick. Starting lineup for the Lakers. Yeah, you can't go 3 guards. You can't go 3 guards. Um, I you need bigger and you need more defense. So one of the things I think the Lakers could have done. Let's just say you keep Vanderbilt in there. Maybe they go about. Somebody's saying here, what if they start Rui? Um, Rui could also be where did that one go? What about starting Rui? Rui could also be an option as well. I don't know if they'll do it, but I'm not that surprised. I think Darvin Ham is willing and able to try different things. Rui's going to get opportunities in this series because he's got the right size, and Rui can match up against Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon. They got guys that can put him on Joker. But even if it's Jared Vanderbilt, which we'll see what the Lakers end up doing, you need more defensive players. Period. Denver's the number one offense in the NBA. Get some defensive guys out there. Take away some of their. Don't let them get off to such a hot start. Take away, some of that confidence. It's not like the Denver Nuggets have been to the NBA Finals. They've won championships, any of that stuff. They also are a team that's trying to figure some stuff out. They're also a team that is yet to prove that they're championship ready. So I'm definitely under the I'm definitely under the mantra of let defense be your foundation. Have a lineup in there that's ready to play defense and has the size that's one of the advantages that the Lakers have. And you're not playing the Warriors. You don't need to go that small. So I'd say they go bigger. So that's my opinion there. We need guys who can rebound. There's another reason why you do it. I completely agree. I also completely agree. So, Timothy, you know what we're both doing right now? We both agree. All right, keep going here. By the way, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Even though I got a feeling a lot of people that listen to this show and do the live stream have already subscribed, but I guess I'm just supposed to say it. So please subscribe to the channel. Okay. Okay. LeBron shot. LeBron shot. 45 seconds left to go. Lakers down 3. Let me tell you what I think LeBron's thinking in his mind. LeBron is saying to himself, I'm here. I'm on the road. I'm at Ball Arena. Used to be Pepsi Center. Alan Sliwa made the trip here. He's sitting up in section 200. He's watching the game. Why don't I just shut everybody up and hit this dagger 3 to tie the game? And we're going to win this freaking game. And people are going to talk about me hitting that shot in that clutch situation. That's what was going through LeBron's mind. LeBron James, this is what he does. And yes, to answer your question, David, that's what he does. Problem with that shot is if you miss that shot, you're putting your squad in a bad position. He missed the shot. What I was hoping that Braun would do is go to the basket. what I was hoping Braun would do was try to get to the free throw line. Lakers were getting to the free throw line all fourth quarter. Lakers were getting to the free throw line, so something was working from that perspective. So with all that being said, I was not a fan of Braun taking that three, and I wish that he would have tried to go to the basket. The one good thing with Braun is he only took 4 threes tonight. It's not that he had one of those games where he's 2 of 10 or 1 of 11 or 3 of 11, whatever the case is. He actually took that three, but he only took 4 tonight. But personally, for me, I thought the pressure that the Lakers could have put on the Denver Nuggets was by going to the hoop, put pressure on those referees, try to get to that free throw line, which the Lakers were doing. So that's for those who wanted me to talk about that specific situation. That's that's my thought process on that. So hopefully that answered that question. Somebody on here, trust the king. Braun missing free throws. Braun post-ups were so dominant. Absolutely they were. And he can get to the free throw line. Braun was 8 of 11 from the free throw line, so not awful. 8 of 11. First quarter really hurt us. Reeves got hot early in the first half, told the ball game. He got hot at the end of the game, I'll tell you that. Foul out Murray. Okay, I'm going to start looking at the game 2 here real quick. Please say the Lakers. AR, thank you again for the super chats. They're always appreciated. Please say the Lakers will win the next game. We only need to steal 1 game in Denver. That'll be awesome. All right, so let me just simplify this for everybody. Lakers could have won this game tonight. Could have won. Whether they should have not, whatever you want to put on there, I don't think they played good enough defense to do it. 45 seconds left to go. Lakers had a chance to win this game. I think that the Lakers walked into that locker room saying, okay, hey, they won game 1. Let them have game 1. We got some work to do. But I also think there's got to be a lot of confidence from a lot of Laker players in there and the coaching staff and everything else saying to themselves, we were right there. We had an opportunity to win this game. As bad as we played on defense, as great as Joker played, as great as Jamal Murray played, as great as KCP, as great as all these, individuals played, all the starters scored in double figures, plus Bruce Brown, plus it's a home game, plus it's the Western Conference Finals and the games in Denver. Lakers could have won that game. That definitely has to breathe some confidence into game number 2. That I really, really genuinely believe that the Lakers got to be feeling good about that. If you're Denver on your side, you're kind of saying, okay, we took game 1, but we kind of escaped with game 1. So to answer your question, AR, I feel very good about game 2. I feel good about game 2 that the Lakers have a very, very good chance of tying the series up at 1 apiece. And whether you win game 1 or you win game 2 on the road, the goal is split, steal home court, and the Lakers still have that chance coming up on Thursday. Okay, Laker fans, I appreciate everybody being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I see you guys back on Thursday night, and we're talking about this series being tied at 1 apiece. Thank you. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. We'll get back with you guys on Thursday, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Laker fans. Have a good rest of your night.